All right, I'm trying something here for the Dynasty. So be patient with me. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with setting the roster NIL for next season, and we're gonna look at the high risk. Milligan, it's going to be important we bring him back, and honestly, it's not going to be that expensive. I'll give him a little bit. Nestrowitz is another player that we really want to bring back. Nwosu played really well last year. Should be fine there. Jonathan Brink had a great year. He's worth it. Matlock. Need the depth, but it's not going to be enough, so we can do it in the portal. I'll give him... Ooh. Want to keep Evan Mary. And I'm taking Jamie Lord off. We're going to let him transfer if he wants to, but we're not giving him any more NIL. We're done there. Bass might go pro. We're going to try to keep him around. Busby, I'm fine with letting walk if he wants to. Not as much Marco Akbar, just because he's so young. Give him a little bump. He was a star dev trait, so that's fine with me. Right now, taking a look at facility upgrade. We're going to start investing in our facilities a little bit more, and it's going to start with that. Staff as well. I mean, this is something where it's like we can afford more, so we're going to work on that. Because right now it's going to say staff is a little bit less. I want to try to keep NIL for staff, so we got to keep that in mind. And here we go into the off season, and this is where hopefully I can be able to see what's going on. Wait. I think I can only do this on an online format. This is a Cloud Dynasty, so I actually don't think I can edit the stadium. Which is whatever. I mean, it's a Coach Carousel Dynasty. It's just I thought it would be cool to be able to do that. Oh. Yeah, I'm not doing this right now. No. Yeah, we can't. I don't think we can, because I actually think you need to be on cloud. Because now that I think about it, it should only work for Cloud Dynasty, because Team Builder doesn't work offline at all. So we're just going to stick with it, even though we're super undermanned as far as seeing these guys had that plan to go chase that daggum money, and they screwed over people like me who like to play offline, because I like the ability to play even if the servers are down, and if they're working on stuff, especially early, which is when I had the time to play it anyway. Servers were down, so whatever. Take a look at players leaving here at NIU. Ooh, don't have a chance to bring back any of these quarterbacks. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Listen, none of these guys were guys that I worried about too much. So, looking at some of the best guys leaving, Cousins is going to be a third rounder, or a projected third rounder, and D'Angelo Landry, we rented him out for a year, and look, he didn't cost a lot, but he's going to end up being a first-round corner, and we're going to miss Max Warner for sure. He was a great player for us. Palacios gone, the punter that we just had at the last second. Badgley's gone. We're going to miss him again. 1 year rental out of Arthur Lewis, so we got a little bit of repair to do in the portal, to say the least. Priority positions, I mean, we need depth on the offensive line, so we're probably not going to spend a ton on the offensive line, but add a lot of players on the offensive line. So let's look at recruiting, and before we go crazy here, let's see what we can do. Portal King for DBs are going to be big. We also need, we got Portal King at that position, and we need to unlock Portal King here. And I think I'm going to hold on to the rest of them. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to the rest of my coach points for now. All right, moving on, and we're going to get right into recruiting. I'm going to turn off this light real quick. There we go. I like playing in the dark. Don't tell my wife that. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. Guys, chill out. I'm kidding. Alright, moving on. And you see, we end up having 6 players drafted. So, Lewis and Warner both go. That should up our pro potential at the running back position. And we're Portal King now over there. We're Portal King in the secondary. And Torber getting drafted is going to help us. Plus, Landry going first round is definitely going to help when it comes to pro potential. We got 865 remaining points here. And look, we might be able to get Burnett. I don't think we're going to get Alex Stitzer over Penn State, so we're just going to get rid of him and add those points. Coleman, you're free to commit, bro. We'll even schedule you. But outside of that, actually, no, you know what? We'll go after it in the portal. We'll schedule Doug Burnett on a visit. Conference prestige is a deal breaker, in which, we're not doing it this year. We're going to stick in the Mountain West, but we're going to be moving to the American Athletic Conference. Try to level up there. Ooh, okay. All right, we're going to go position by position. And we're going to start at quarterback because we need depth, but I honestly don't want to spend money here, and I don't really want playing time to be the deal breaker that we go after. Even though this kid Pettigrew is an A playing time, we'll look at him. But that's probably going to go down anyway when we add a second one. Championship contender for Riley from Wyoming, and he's only going to cost 10 NIL. He's a pure runner. We'll give these guys a look, and then we'll look at running backs here. Playing style, boom. Playing time, boom. Cherry and D'Angelo Cherry from Florida, and Dante Awadi. And I will add Finau Boss, because if Boss is close to one of these guys, I don't really love backfield threats, though. I don't love backfield threats. Elusive Bruiser, 5'11", 209. Ladarius Kelemete. And then, yeah, we got to look at a couple of receivers. Replacing our top 2 receivers from a year ago. We got to be able to do that out of the portal. Anthony Lampkin is a 5'9" speedster. He could be good in the slot. Not going to go after West there. 6'4" gadget. Could be interesting. And Pro Potential's only a B. Monty Fogg. Alright, we'll look at these players. We got 700 hours, so we got to be picky about like how much we scout. Okay, I mean, he's not that bad. He's 0 NIL. He's only 10 NIL. His accuracies are crap, though. He's a elusive bruiser. Waddy is. Okay, we'll go after Cherry and Waddy. But Waddy is going to be at the top of our board. Quarterback's not a priority because we have a star dev trait freshman redshirted, and then we have, I think I'm pretty much only going to scout these positions. So Fogg's good enough because of his archetype, but Dimitri is not. And look at his route running is great. His catching stats are pretty good too. He's not going to be top on our board for sure, but you know, Lampkin's going to be higher up. And then I'm going to put Cherry right there. And then Pettigrew's at the bottom here. Because at the end of the day, it says we need a quarterback. We basically only need depth. I will probably just add a random pocket passer maybe. Somebody who's not going to cost a lot. But I don't want to go after a playing time deal breaker. Playing style. He's a 6'4" pure runner. Alright, this is the last guy I'm going to scout. This is the last guy. Okay, you know what? He's good enough to also go after, but again, rather have Pettigrew, but I want to try to get both just because we need quarterback depth. Nothing too crazy there. We can go after a tackle here, and ooh, we're 10th for Jawara Boatwright. We're going to go after him. That's our big NIL spending right there. And we can get both tackles from Ohio State. That'll be big. So for the rest of these guys, we can kind of go a little cheaper. Beautiful. Beautiful. Both of these guys are rather inexpensive. And then we'll go after... Are they both? Okay, one's right, or both of them right. So we'll go after Tong here. And then let's go after a center. Good thing is the centers are not like crazy expensive. This kid, Zach Batchett, cares about... he cares about championship contender, and he's got us first. Taking a look at edge, he's 120. I mean, we can't spend that much on an edge, but we can go after cheaper edges. I'm going to take him off the board, and we're going to go after a Horner here because we have other needs. 210 is a little bit too much for me to spend on D-tackle, but D-tackle's being dominant. Huge part of our team the last couple of years. A+ playing style. Let's go to that secondary before we go crazy adding guys. Playing style. 65 NIL is not too expensive. Noah Redmond as well. He's a 5'9" corner, so Bloom would probably be a slot guy. We need to add a safety as well. Strong safeties are always a pain in the butt. Paxson. I think I really want to address safety a little stronger, though. That's the thing. Alright, let's remove one of these tackles and go after that second safety. 6'2" tackle just doesn't make sense. So I made our decision a little easier, and then we're going after Paxson. Let's go after Bruce Bess. All right, and I'm going to reorder it. So we need him pretty badly, so I'll put him 3rd. And then Bess I'll put a little lower than that, probably right above the quarterbacks. Put Redmond right below Paxson. And then Levi Bloom is a little bit higher of a priority, so I'll just put him right above him. These D tackles don't cost anything on the NIL front. That's the best thing about it. One of these guys that we added was like number 2 player in the portal. I think it was an edge. So I'm going to put him at the top. Or maybe it was a tackle. That's what it was. So Boatwright right here is going to be our top prospect on the board. He's going to be a stud. We're going to be spending on him. He's going to be our biggest cost when it comes to NIL, and we're probably going to boost it higher than that 215 expected at some point. Probably a little higher off the rip, just to try to gain interest there, but put him right between these corners. We need to add edge rusher help. Guards are important. The good thing is the starting interest for these guys are pretty good. At least these guys, these last guards we added. Manny Cordero's not necessarily a priority with what we're going to be spending on Boatwright. We'll put him down here. We'll have East higher because he's not going to cost us anything off the rip. And then also same with a die, because these guys have his first 2, and I like the 6'7" tackle. So, all right, let's get into this. We got to start offering scholarships, and we're going to start with this. Let's go up to 250 to start, and then we're going to send the house on him. We're just going to start with the basic 130 and contact friends and family. 125, we can boost that a little bit for Anthony Lampkin. I really like Lampkin as a speedster, route runner, slot receiver, potentially. We need Paxson, so we raise that NIL a decent bit. I'm going to just try to send the house for him and not go over. Actually, probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. We're running out of NIL to spend, actually. Probably not smart. Probably not smart for us to spend this much NIL, but, or at least offer it up. We'll go after the budget players right now. before we add any points. Oh gosh. D'Angelo Cherry, what's your deal? You're an 88. Man, he's not a priority right now. Alright, all the scholarships we want to send out at the moment are out. Fogg's not crazy expensive, so let's throw 10 on him. And let's throw 5 more on Cordero. Alright. Let's move on to week 2 and see who cuts us out of their board, see if the NIL was enough for the guys that we decide to offer to. But obviously, like, I don't want to spend more NIL. And we're getting back a good amount, so yeah. Boat right locked to set. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. So looks like we need to kind of zero in on these tackles here, and we're going to start with a die. We're going to schedule a visit. And then Arms isn't ready. Let's go ahead and add NIL to him. I'll schedule him for, let's go week 4, make week 3 a defensive week. We're going to have a really good hard sell here, so let's just go ahead and hard sell him. Boom. Not a great hard sell for playing style, which is kind of shocking. He's not expecting NIL, so we can give him 5, and then we can send the house, and we should move up to up to first there. I'm fine with that. Let's go ahead and Money Fog. Let's add him as a contested specialist with the NIL. And then he can come in with the O-line, and we can boost up his NIL a little bit just to try to gain interest on him. Not worth it. We're just going to take him off the board. We got decent hard sell here, so we can schedule a visit. It will complement Redmond at the cornerback spot, and we can hard sell. Try to get more involved for Pettigrew, but not like crazy, because we got to save points or hours, because we got to go after more players in the portal, and we're not going to be able to scout any of them. I mean, that's very clear. So we got LaRoque here. He's not going to cost us anything. He's a contact seeker. Whatever he is, we're going to have to go after him. Let's look at... Let's add another tackle to the board. He's got his first, Nate Virgin. He's 6'2". We were going to add him, decided not to because of his size. He probably could play guard and be pretty decent. Okay, so with these guys we just added, let's go ahead and offer them. Make sure we get Virgin to Ray, and then do 10 for Kluwe. He's ready to come in next week. What's our hard sell? Hard sell's pretty good. Got 2 A's and C plus that we can hard sell him, and that'll do it for our hours right now. So you know what, I should probably add NIL to LaRoque, just that 5 to make sure we keep the interest up. And I was hoping that the high school receiver would commit, but he didn't. The 95 speed wide receiver, he still hasn't committed. And we got a lot to do here. And 170 hours, Paxson is locking us out. So we need to add another safety. And if it's not a strong safety, if we can't find a good strong safety to go after, 6'2" cover specialist from Illinois. He's from Ball State. Let's make sure he's fast enough. He's only got 80 XL. He's fast enough. We're gonna go after him, but I'm also gonna look at the free safety market. .5'11", 205. Okay, 6 foot, 204 coverage specialist, and he's a 92 speed. Oh my gosh, max out. Schedule a visit. Ooh, we can hard sell him. We can hard sell. Where the heck is this hard sell? There it is. And DM. I'll offer him. Okay, I can't see how many points I have available because of this stupid thing. I need to try to move that to the left, but I probably will forget to do that. He's got a good hard sell. You can't hard sell right now. I'm neglecting visits up here. So let's look at Garrison. Oh, crap. Kluwe. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Take him off our board. Should save us a decent amount of points, and make sure Villanueva's getting a little bit of love here. Okay. Because we need to get Garrison in on a visit. He's our #1 prospect on the board. Looks like we're not going to be able to schedule that visit. He's a #2 prospect. But we just don't have enough visits available. Let's try to hard sell a die here. What the heck is this? Oh my gosh. And then we're going to soft sell arms. Keeping that. I'm gonna soft sell him. Just commit already, people. Gosh, taking up all my hours. Okay. Alright, this is unachievable. Probably not achievable as well. So, that'll clear up for us to schedule a couple of visits. So we're going to start with him here, A+ with playing time. Then let's see, do we have complimentaries? We do. What about these guys? I always struggle so much to find the... We're going to get rid of that sway and just go back to send the house on garrison. Instead of soft sell, we're going to hard sell. There we go. Alright. See if we're doing it properly right now. Oh, I should do this real quick before we move on. So with East here, add just 5 in IL. See if anybody commits. Okay, so we get a hard commitment out of Silas Horner. That's pretty big for us to get. Noah Redmond, that's another huge get. And Bruce Best does commit. Kluwe does also commit. And it doesn't look like anybody locked us out. It looks like somebody did. Oh, Bloom did. He committed to Syracuse. So at least we did get a corner. We do have one visit. I'm going to wait to schedule anybody for a visit right now. It might be Shelby. I considered him last time, but for now, let's just hard sell. Definitely not going to be you, Cordero. What I'm going to do is just send the house for you. Make it easy. Could hard sell, but make it easy. We don't have a good enough hard sell. It's a plenty good enough hard sell right there. This would be a decent hard sell. Might just send the house. Might end up being Harms that we bring on a visit. He's our top prospect available for a visit, so let's just do that. Keep him maxed out. Let's look at these guys down here. Can't bring you in on a visit, LaRoque, but what we can do is we can take off those points. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to send the house, because we do need a running back. Doesn't look like we're going to get Nate Virgin, which is fine. We're going after other tackles anyway. Oh, Kluwe. I forgot about you. Let's make sure. Okay. We got a good hard sell, so let's hard sell. Not going to be able to bring him in on a visit, so the other thing we can do is add NIL, which we freed up some. Oof. We're making up a lot of ground here, but he's coming in on a visit. It's probably not going to happen for Mundo, but it's worth it. He's a 95 speed or 92 speed safety. We got that hard sell intact. Kluwe committed. We got 25 points to go. And let's see who we can put points on. Can't. Ooh. Well, let's go to ready for visits here. East, Cordero. You know what? Let's do this. All right, 30 prospects on the board. Let's see how many of them end up being Huskies. All right, first one is going to be Jalen Garrison, who was our #1 portal prospect. Ezekiel Harms is a big guard to get. Dominic East does end up committing to us. We were second going into the week. Doug Burnett. Then you get Jay Toure. At defensive tackle, Zach LaRoque. Amani Fogg. That's it? That's all? What? Oh my gosh. That's rough. That's rough. He goes to Purdue, Adai does, and all goes to Mississippi State. Cordero goes to Utah. Shelby goes to LSU. Hatchett goes to TCU. Villanueva goes to Louisiana Tech, which is fine. We didn't necessarily need a quarterback. We did for Hortman and Mondo are two guys we probably really needed. So we have 22 prospects that get committed. Let's take a look at dev traits here as we're all done. Garrison, he's a star dev trait. That's pretty big. Impact for Harms. Normal for East. Disappointing. Doug Burnett is normal. A little disappointing, but he's 95 speed, 95 excel coming out of high school. Normal for Fogg. Impact for Judge. Star dev trait for Battles. Normal for Horner. Normal for Redmond. Normal for Bess. Normal for Toner. Normal for Mayer. Impact for Chuck Crumholes. Normal for Webster. Impact for Callaway. That's big at the center position. Childers is impact at running back. Normal for the punter Butt. Vigil is normal. Impact for Woodhead, which is big for a 2-star out of high school. Kluwe is normal. Impact for LaRoque and normal. So, not the best class we've had. Not the best class indeed. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Alabama, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Michigan, Texas, Georgia, Pittsburgh, LSU. They're at the top. And we have to go pretty far to find us. 42nd class. And for like the first time in a few years, we're not in the top 10. We still get the 15th ranked portal class. And if you look in the Mountain West, we are the #1 portal class in the Mountain West. Overall, we're the #1 class. And in high school recruiting, we're 3rd. And again, that has a lot to do with volume. Our average is probably better than everybody else's. Look at Wyoming making moves here. So let's go to position changes. This is always a fun part because it's always a first look at the roster. We only got 2 quarterbacks. Abby Mary hopefully develops a good bit this offseason, and Brink is our clear #1 guy, starter. Running back, we need some big time development, and I don't know if we're going to get it, but we need some development bad at this position. At wide receiver, we still have Bass, who is a really good player, but Fogg, Treadwell, Busby, we just need some development here. And unfortunately, the only guy who's a star dev trait is Sean Bass. Now on the offensive line, we have an 88 overall tackle, and we'll see how Gabriel Sanders develops. 69 overall left guard. That's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. But the good thing is we can kick Carms to left guard. He is 6'4", 310. He works out very well at that position. And then at the tackle spot, we can just move him to left tackle. Man, our roster really actually took a dip. Levi Johnson, you're going to move to the other edge spot. Our defense should still be decent. I mean, we still got really good linebackers. You can see the depth there. Corners are going to be decent. Free safety, obviously Javier Barbosa. He's only 76 speed, 5'10", 203. Where can you play that's going to be better? Sam? Will? Sam. Latimer does not have the speed to play safety. These guys at least have decent enough speed they can play safety. Same with Munyer. What? How big is he? He's 6'2", 210. Edge setter. Jeesh. Guess we're going to keep him at safety, but I can't play him. This team definitely took a dip. I don't expect us to be as good as we were last year. What in the world? I don't. We achieved all 80 expectations last year, which is the first time that's happened. We've had dev trait upgrade by Banks, who's now a star dev trait. Do we have any other upgrades? We do. Milligan is an impact dev trait. Barbosa. He's an impact dev trait. Alright, so Brink is up 5 overalls, and Abby Mary is working up the board here. Working up the way. Our running backs just didn't develop all that well. But we should still be decent. I mean, look at Emmanuel Massey getting up to a 76 overall. He was a former 2-star, and he came in as like a 54 overall, so he's up big going into his final year. Wide receiver, big time for Fogg. Now we're not going to be fast at receiver. Busby's up overall wise, so Jabari Busby's probably going to get some PT here. We're pretty tall at wide receiver, so that's a plus. Hoppus didn't develop at all, essentially. Bigums did a little bit, got a little bit of a bump. Sanders only went up 1, which is rough. Harms is still an 87. I mean, we didn't develop a ton, but our starters are going to be decent outside of starting a true freshman at center. Levi Johnson's up. Horner went up a little bit, and Sullivan's right below him, so that's good. Daly is back, and Shorter is +2 overall. Teray is a decent depth piece. Latimer is our top. Sam linebacker, Mike linebacker, Nwosu and Carmichael both up in overall, and Sam's is good enough to play. We're still very deep at the linebacker position. Garrison and Banks are going to be really good players as well. Garrison's a 90 speed, 91 excel. He probably could have played safety, honestly. Probably could have moved him to safety. Not very fast at corner, but we're decent enough. Barbosa's up to 78 overall with low separation, and Best at an 84 overall, or 74 overall, excuse me. Munyer better never play. I don't think our overall is going to be better than it was a year ago. But good thing is we're going to carry over a crap ton of Dynasty points, and no custom conference quite yet, but we are moving things around next year. We should not be encouraging transfers at all. Small roster. All right. We're starting off the season 18th overall. Let's go to higher staff. We wanted to save some points for this empty slot position. 20% hours increase, 10% off-season production, plus 500. So it's basically a net game this year of 150, but this is also going to be recurring. Reduce NIL expectations. 40% discounts on all support staff. Let's start with the silver fundraising team here. And you can see kind of what the breakdown is. We're still waiting on recruits NIL. Our roster NIL is still taking a big bulk of change. Alright, let's set up our recruiting board. We're kind of going in a different order as Boenzi back at Tennessee. And we definitely want to look at some quarterbacks. Quarterbacks are indeed expensive, so we need to find the best one. See if we can find a diamond in the rough, too. That's another thing that's going to be rather interesting. So, let's look at these guys. Probably only going to go after 2 of them, because we just can't afford to go after all of them. Ooh. He's a gem, so he might be worth looking at or pursuing. He's also a gem. He's 91 speed. Alright, I think I'm just going to get rid of 1. I think it's going to be Chad Tobin. Alright, let's look at these guys. Deal breaker with playing time. Yikes. Can't even get off the ground running. Good thing, though, is Mashad is a pretty solid player. .95 speed, 86 excel, gem, wide receiver, top of the board, right there with Brewer. Coffee is a JUCO junior, and he's a bust anyway. My expectations were high if we were going to keep him on the board. So we got to find another running back to add to the board. How about Britton Bohanna? He's decent enough to go after. Put him below Sims. Put Honeycutt here. Let's go after another receiver. .63 gritty possession. Can he run? I mean, he's a gem. Gritty possession. I don't love him, but he's good enough to go after, especially for that cheap, and also having the ability to hit in the portal. I want to add a tight end. I just don't want to spend a ton for a tight end. So let's go with physical route runner Alani Chen. Offensive tackle. Oh, he's only 6 foot. Well, he is an athlete, though. Probably not going to play tackle, however. Don't need to spend on edge, so we're not going to, at least not right now. Let's pause here as we get to the linebacker so we can scout these guys. Chen, bust. Get him off my board. We don't even need a tight end. Solid. Not nearly as solid. Put him right here. He's going to play interior wherever he ends up, and he's not bad, so let's just do that. I mean, he's decent, but he's JUCO junior. He's a bust. He's pretty good. Metellus is. He's pretty good too. And just because he's older, we're going to keep him lower. I didn't scout you. Only 68 strength is not that good. He's 88 strength. Crum is a JUCO sophomore, so raised expectations here. I mean, he's decent, though. He's not terrible. He can be above that other D tackle. He's just going to go here. Still keep him pretty low. Let's get to that secondary. have a lot of points to go, but at least these are quicker scouts here. Okay, he's decent, but not great. And definitely weak coverage skills to start with. He's a developmental piece. He's fast, but his press is horrible. Press and wit. About kill go. I don't know if we can go after either of these guys, if I'm being completely honest. They're just not good enough for the NIL that they're expecting. That zone coverage. He's good. I don't know if he's worth the NIL, but it's also a position of significant need. He's cheaper, but only 78 speed. Get him off the board. I'm tired of being slow in the secondary. And, you know, we're probably going to end up having to take some guys blindly, unfortunately. But, like, we already scouted him, and he's on our board. .54 press. So Skaggs, I'm going to blindly move towards the top. We're just going to have to go after him kind of blindly here. Vaughn's going to be good enough to go after, I feel like, just based on where the greens are. And we're going to have to keep Antonio on the board, just keep him lower. So, yeah. These linebackers we're going to kind of go in blind with, but I'm not that desperate. Lemons is a 4-star, so we'll go after him, and we'll go after ETN. It's only 50 NIL. We'll go after one more cheap guy. And we go after Westerman here, and then go cheap for the last guy. Can't go to the 2-star rank, so we got to pick one of these guys. I will pick 6'3", 233. I'll pick you, Amir Chubb. This is so slow. They do this intentionally. They do this crap intentionally. So Westerman, we're going to move towards the top of our board. I'm going to put him right below Mashad. And I'm going to put the Sam Lemons here below Davis, the quarterback. We're just going to have to kind of see how the NIL breaks down. We got 1230 to roll with. I'm going to put Chubb pretty high just because, number one, he's an athlete, and he's 6'3", 233. But number two, he's not going to cost us hardly anything, so it's worth the risk. And Craig is not going to cost us a ton either. I'm going to put him a little lower, but a bit given his build, but I'm still going to have him pretty high up on the board. I'm below Mevis right here. And then we got ETN here. He's just a little more expensive, on the expensive side, so I'm going to keep him low. Alright. That does it for recruiting right there, and let's go to custom schedules. I'm going to go to Ball State there. We opened up the season with conference play, and then I want to go to BYU. We played them at home last year. One, two, three, four, five, six. We always want 6 or 7 home games, but let's go to, I didn't even see in custom schedules. Okay, so it says we're an 85 overall still, which is not that bad. So let's go over to red shirts. Don't really know who we're going to redshirt. Only got 2 quarterbacks. We can redshirt Childers. Doug Burnett's going to do kick return, so we're going to redshirt Judge. Let him develop and see what we can do with Doug Burnett with his speed. He's going to be clearly the fastest receiver, so it'd be smart to let him play. We can redshirt Woodhead, redshirt Crumholes. I'm not going to redshirt Brett Tunner. We can redshirt Battles, though. Try to keep him around for a little while our linebackers are deep. Yeah, Nigel's going to redshirt. Webster's going to play over Munier. Period. So, we're not going to redshirt Webster. Webster's going to play. And we're going to go back to a 4-2-5 defense this year. So keep that in mind as we set our depth chart. Brink for sure. Now, do we want to go with Rice? He's still 91 speed, 82 excel. Let's start Massey. Let's give him the bump here. LaRoque can be the power back. Really good on the O-line. At the starting positions, the depth is going to be a big question mark. We're good there. We're good here. Good here. Yeah, we're good at linebacker too. We're really good at linebacker. Okay, so this is what we're going to make sure we do. Gary Earl will be the backup here. Then I'm going to have Webster here. That's fine. You know what? I'm fine with Rice as third down back. LaRoque as the power back. Johnny Treadwell in the slot? No. I'll go with Monty Fogg in the slot. Really doesn't matter too much. Or Busby. Let's just do that for now. Garrison off the edge. I think I'd rather Banks off the edge with Sullivan right there. Sullivan's on the other side. That makes sense. Clouet off the edge would make sense too. 84 speed for shorter, so yeah, well, I don't think we need to change this. I mean, we could put Johnson there, but yeah, I'm fine with that actually. Sub linebacker Nwosu, Banks, Sams. I'll put Garrison here. We want Garrison to be one of the sub backers. Slot corner. I can't do Dwayne. I'll do Redmond though. We need Dwayne Milligan on the outside. Nose tackle, fine. Gadget, fine. Just checking to see if anybody can throw the ball. Busby can. That's it, though. He can throw the ball just a little. Alright, so that does it for the depth chart. And the last thing I want to do here is scheme playbook and switch the defense to a 4-2-5. We're going to do 4-2-5 shell. Yeah, 4-2-5 shell. Because we're going to spend a lot of time in nickel. And college football preseason, we're ranked 18. We're ranked 18th. Georgia, Tennessee, Miami, Oklahoma, Alabama, Heisman Watch. Bowenzi's at the top, Brightwell, Waddy, and Jameson right there. Preseason All-Americans. Let's look at this real quick. Bowenzi's at the top here, and we are officially out of the era where existing players are in the dynasty. And second team, Steve Anthrop. And again, we are not going to see any of these guys on our team. Now, in the Mountain West, though, we dominate the first team. Brink, Massey, Rice, Bass, Fogg. Then you get Hoppus here, who's a big playmaker for New Mexico. Hoppus for us at tight end. Then you get Sanders, Harms. You do have Kiki from New Mexico there. And then Fasano, Nestrowitz, Johnson, Sterling, Sullivan, Daly, Shorter, Latimer, Nwosu, Garrison, Milligan, Redmond, Barbosa, Bess, Donahue. Draft the punter. Second team, Rasmussen from New Mexico is the quarterback, but we got Zach LaRoque and then Moran from New Mexico. Treadwell and Busby. Duarte from UNLV. Bigham's is second team, all Mountain West in the preseason. Galladay is left tackle. Not even, these guys aren't even starters. Uipati, East, Tuitt, Horner, Teray. Then you get Humphreys from UNLV. Ogle, Carmichael, Banks, Lane, Keenan Jackson, Kerry Earl, Juan Munier, who's never going to play. Oh, man, that's comical. Safe to say we're the favorites for the conference yet again. Athletic director, expectations here. You can see we went to the college football playoff semifinals a year ago after 6-7, 8-6, 7-6, like steady progression. That's the best season we've had since the early 2010s. Have a coach/player win an award this season. Should be pretty easy to do. Force at least 17 turnovers on defense. Hopefully we can do that. And win 50% of your road games. I hope to go undefeated. Weekly practice plan is going to be easy. Alright, George Brewer is the first guy we're going to go after. Give him the scholarship that he wants with the NIL he wants and max him out. Skaggs, let's get a little bit more interest. In fact, let's boost that interest because corner is a priority position for us. Alright, there's all of our NIL used. Recruiting is done. Biggest games of week 0. You can see Miami, Notre Dame plays, SMU, BYU, Northwestern, and Rice. Those are the only 3 games this week. Let's move along to week number 1, where we're going to play against UTEP to open up conference play in week number 1. And we're going to be on the road for this game. Top stories. You see BYU beat SMU. We do play on the road at BYU. Notre Dame and Miami. No result for Notre Dame, Miami. Well, let's see who won. Miami won. So, alright, let's go back into recruiting. We offered a lot of scholarships, so we still got 95 points to go. Don't have any more NIL to give, so we're just going to have to see who's free. None of them. Okay, so we're going after who we want to go after right now. Pretty simple stuff. Hopefully it works out for us pretty decently. Pretty good. Alright, biggest games this week is going to be Tennessee, Duke, Miami, Arkansas, Oklahoma, NC State, Texas, Pittsburgh, Notre Dame, Clemson, Missouri, Colorado, all top 25 matchups in week 1. As you can hear, my water's empty. I'm going to go fill it up, and then we can get into this game. Game number 1 against UTEP Miners is going to be a hot day. Ben Soro is a player to watch for, 92 speed, 93 excel. We got Sean Bass with the contested catching. We are very clearly favored in this game to win on the road at UTEP here. Middle of the day, a hot summer day, basically, for the Miners. And here we go.
Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the UTEP Miners. Depth will be tested, particularly at the quarterback position for one of these teams. For more on that, we say hello to Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. They are without their star quarterback, but they have a ton of belief in the backup. Even though he's not highly recruited, he has been here in the system. He could have transferred last year and left this program, but because he stayed, he's got a lot of trust and faith.
I don't know what they're talking about. We're going to start on defense.
And they have his back early in
I swear, if like Brink got hurt in practice or something. And here's the kick and a touchback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
First game without George Storber in quite some time. We'll see how we do. Javier Barbosa's back trying to take that rhythm, and we got to force 17 turnovers this year. That's an AD expectation. Javier Barbosa gets the opening tackle. It will be a 2nd down and 6 after a solid run.
Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse. Well, not just
play action. Looking and sacked. Silas Horner making his introduction to Northern Illinois football. It's going to be a 3rd and long.
Affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Back to throw underneath. It's incomplete, and a 3-and-out force by this defense.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening
a little early.
for this defense.
Barbosa.
Not giving up any big plays.
Make it 4th and 7.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take.
So we're going to set up a return here. It's a true freshman, deep to return. Here we go with Burnett. 95 speed, 95 excel. He's very fast, and he's showing that lightning speed here and gets into UTEP territory already in field goal range. Goes NIU. Jonathan Brink. It's only 40 play action. I never realized that. From Fayetteville, Georgia. Transferred in before last season. Was the backup week 1. Ended up taking the job in week 1. Rice is going to start out there at the running back position. We're going to move Alani Fogg. Here's a 1st down. Fogg motions and moves. Steps into the throw, and it goes down to Busby. Gain of 8.
But a little bit short of the 1st down. The Huskies can really attack on
Here's Emmanuel Massey. He's waited his turn, and he's going to get the carry, and it's a 1st down. Can't expect that the running back room is going to be nearly as good as it was last year with Warner and Lewis. But we're moving on with some experience. Busby with the grab, and it's a 1st down. Jabari Busby.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10.
Now shifting, it's Massey. It's not really going to make the defense react at all, but Massey's got a solid pickup of about 8.
Down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the option. Pitches it. That is a big
That was a
win
pass,
for this
right?
defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
3rd down and 6.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring.
Hoppus cannot catch it, and it's 4th down. Good job by UTEP in the red zone. Jonathan Packey, his squad on defense, making the stop. The kick is up, and it's easily good for Donahue to start off the season 1 for 1. It's 3-0 NIU.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
Going to the screen and pick up a 6.
For this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. They'll run
Play action. Looking and firing. It's intercepted by Broderick Lane, and Lane is going the other way. Lane is going to get a pick 6. That's the first touchdown of the year. It's Broderick Lane, the junior corner, making a play. It's 10-0.
It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then
picking up right where we left off with the forcing turnovers aspect of things. Here's the kickoff taken from the end zone, and Burnett cannot make the tackle, but the defense swarms, or the coverage team swarms.
UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive.
Here's a throw, and it's incomplete.
Thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Play action. Looking sideline, and it's dropped. Wow.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd.
Comes 3rd down and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Pass will bring up 4th down. And the Miners will call on their punt team.
Still early in the game after that incompletion, setting up 4th down. You are trailing, but you want
Burnett
to
deep to return, and a fair catch called at the 38-yard line.
All questions and factors that are swirling around this head coach's mind now.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They built a quick double-digit.
So here comes the first down, 10-0 NIU. Easily the favorites in the conference. It's Rice on the carry, gets just a very little amount.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Busby makes the grab.
Where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down.
Slipping, it's Imani Hoppus, and Hoppus is going to get a nice pickup of 8.
Too short of the 1st down. Just a quick
2nd and 2.
There, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
Brink sliding down, 3rd and inches.
Don't take a shot down the field.
Just didn't want to take an unnecessary hit there when we could easily just pick up this gain on 3rd and inches. LaRoque is in the game for the first time as a Husky.
On the option.
Not going to get it. Tried to get it with muscle.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense.
4th and inches. We're going to go for it even though we got that field goal in our back pocket. See if we can pound a couple, and we do. And LaRoque fumbles, and it is recovered by NIU. I think he was down. That's close.
It's the guy who dropped it.
Still has it. He's down, I think. It won't matter too much, though. We did recover it. past the sticks as well.
The undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly, keeping it on the ground inside.
Need to climb to that second level, and it's
right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get
really shut down by the undermanned center. And look, our offensive line outside of that center position, pretty solid. And Brank will get close to the line of scrimmage. Didn't quite get there. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 from the 38. Bass with the grab and a 1st down into the red zone, and that's how we're going to end the quarter. I think, well, we can maybe snap it if we like the look. I do.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it.
Busby, touchdown, and IU.
Take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride.
Good start to the season for Jonathan Brink. He gets a touchdown pass here in this first quarter. 7 of 8 start. 17-0 Huskies.
You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's the kickoff. The return, and Webster, the freshman, will get him on the ground at the 13-yard line.
The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship.
Here comes the throw, and Garrison is there to take him down for a loss.
Behind the line of scrimmage, they'll lose yards on that one. The Miners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
2nd down and 15.
On 2nd down. Shoots it to the left.
Barbosa breaks it up.
To the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. You make up the game.
3rd down. Do they just play conservative here? They won't. They're going to go to the air and pressured, and finally gets it off. Has to check it down, and it's going to be 4th down. Another 3 and out. Not a good start to the game for the Miners.
Secures it at the 30.
Burnett showing off that speed, and Burnett punt return touchdown.
Northern Illinois.
His first career touchdown, Doug Burnett.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll bring it out. It's Ashmore. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their
flexing our muscle here in the early going. It's 24-0, trying to show that we have not taken a step back after losing all those productive players from a year ago and just drilled by Keenan Daly.
As a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way.
Going back to the air, and this time they get the completion. It is a 1st down for UTEP.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the
Capra, returning quarterback for the Miners, not off to a good start, but he's trying to get into a rhythm after this 24-0 start.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
Underneath, caught, broken tackle, and it's going to be a 2nd and 7 after that.
Just a very short gain.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football, you're coming up and try to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low and they hurl you
over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Wosu was there in coverage.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Working at wide
Throws it to the outside, and it's going to be 4th and inches. They're going to go for it here.
First down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for
First down.
He's brought down, but not
The run by the quarterback, Capra.
to keep this drive alive.
Gets a couple.
The Miners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, and it's broken up by Barbosa at the last second. Wow.
Right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
2nd down now. Sorry, my mic was doing some weird stuff there. Tackled. Bringing up a 3rd down and 6.
8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver.
Here's the handoff on 3rd down, and a broken tackle, or a couple broken tackles, and finally tripped up.
Back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Bringing the heat.
Nowhere to go, and it's incomplete. Or incomplete, sorry, sack.
You're already down. You know it's passing situation.
Bruce Bess.
And you got to protect your quarterback, and they
Making himself known here in his first game as a Husky.
Out of the gun, the inside.
And Levi Johnson is going to be the one to make that play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and long.
As soon as he got it. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now.
Going to the air here, nowhere to go. He is sacked.
What a huge sack that
4th down.
out of field goal range. And the Miners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one.
Sky kick, and Burnett's going to have to call a fair catch with 2:08 left. So the Huskies offense comes back onto the field up 24-0 with 2 minutes left. Just over 2 minutes.
That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this
Brink
offense
play
is so
action,
good
back to
because
throw
they
here.
can
Brink
score
is under some heat, and he's just going to throw it away from the end zone with 2:02 left.
That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time.
Lonnie Fogg will make the grab at the 2-minute timeout. A good throw, stepping into it by Jonathan Brink.
And the final 2 minutes coming.
2-minute timeout, and we're going back to the air here, and Brink is going to tuck it, and Brink takes a hit, but gets the 1st.
But he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down.
And in back-to-back plays, you understand full well why the DC talking to us this week was like,
oh, just missed Bass, threw it right behind him.
Make a big play through the air, then you're covering the
throw in traffic, Oscar Vasquez in coverage. 2nd down and 10. Going to the air, and it's going to Bass, and Sean Bass breaks a couple of tackles, gets out to the 25.
What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive.
Giving it to Rice, and Rice is going to make a move and get a gain of 4.
Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to
continue to go quick here.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job.
Bass with the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 3.
Come out of the backfield to catch the football and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
This offense has put on a display in the first half. And
Minute 10 left. Man of motion is going to be Lonnie Fogg.
He's looking to throw. Let's it fly.
Busby, or Bass, excuse me, has it for a touchdown. 31-zip. Huskies.
You've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive.
Comes the first down and 10 for UTEP with 1:01 left. See how aggressive they come out and be. They go into the drag immediately, or the flat, excuse me.
They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
Out of bounds on the play. It'll stop the clock on second down here. I could use another turnover for that goal. Not going to get it here. It's a catch. Timeout. They give him the first down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
31-0. NIU. Dominant. So far, they try to go to the air and it's incomplete. Shorter. Getting the rush.
It's affected him. He has not looked very accurate moving forward. The pass
man in motion and back to throw in a pressure sack. Sullivan. 4 sacks here.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Out of the gun, they give to the back.
Garrison misses the tackle and it'll be a 4th down, and the Huskies get another stop, get another quick one too. Only 1 first down, and then they forced him backwards after that. Burnett fields it from the 30, and Burnett looking for a lane. He's not going to find it. Out to the 41-yard line with 30 seconds left. Not too far from field goal range. We'll see what this offense can do in 2-minute offense with 1 timeout and 30 seconds. Brink back to throw here. He's looking and he's throwing. It's caught by Fogg. Fogg can't get out of bounds. It's going to be a first down at the 40 though.
Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the
22 seconds. We're already in field goal range.
In this situation, if you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Bass trying to fight out of bounds, and he gets out of bounds at the 37-yard line and 14 seconds to go.
To his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running out of time here in the
going to the air. Bass, or Fogg, excuse me, caught it. Timeout, NIU. This is going to be 1 shot to the end zone, and that is it.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down.
Shifting. This might be man-to-man.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A shot.
Bass, whoa! What a grab!
Got it! Touchdown!
Oh my gosh! Highlight reel play by Sean Bass.
A 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into that.
My goodness, bro. I'm watching that back. Sorry. I'm watching this. Oh my gosh. That catch was insane.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
And UTEP is probably just going to take this into the locker room here. A 38-0 blowout, picking up right where the Huskies left off at the end of last season. Marquise Capra takes the lead.
Head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the number 16 team, the Colorado.
Missouri dominated Colorado.
And it's the Tigers coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's check in now.
Colorado State up at on Old Dominion at half. Illinois up on Baylor, and Michigan State survives Western Michigan. We get Western Michigan in a couple of weeks.
The Miners will
38-0, just dominating this game right now. Burnett had a punt return touchdown. He's going to look for a kick return, and he gets out to the 22.
Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on...
Got a little press, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Massey. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Running inside, it's Rice. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gives it on the option. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
So much better than a lot of the opponents we're going to play in this conference.
Rushes on him.
Ooh, intercepted. It's a diving pick.
And that's such a great job.
Larry Sapoga.
Breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake.
Play action and looking and sacked. Nobody's open, and he's holding on to the ball too long against this D-line.
This defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense.
See if they just go to the ground here, play conservative. They're going to go RPO, and Nwosu will get the tackle.
Pick up just a few on that completion. And the Miners will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Guys, here on the Huskies sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys.
Pass in motion.
Let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and
he hurls one deep down the left side.
Can't hit with fog down the field. It's incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Okay, come on.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll try to do it himself. He's got it well.
It's going to come back.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself.
Gosh, you got a block there.
After a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Northern Illinois.
Here's the freshman punter for the first time. It's Bud
Finally
sending it
out a
deep.
punter in this one. Gotta make sure they
And
earn their
fair
right.
caught at the 29.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Firing deep.
Out of reach for Barbosa, and an explosive play here for UTEP, first down.
Go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
See if they can get in the end zone here. The starters are still out there on this defense, so it's not like they're doing this against backups.
The short hands. It's Jordan.
There's the catch. It's a first down and goal.
A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards.
Taken down, a gain of 1.
Completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it
Oh, I
in.
missed him.
Fighting his
3rd and
way
goal
for
from the
every
1.
inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal.
Touchdown.
Hammer it with this running back
UTEP.
again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's
38 to
it's not
7.
the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Massey.
There's a good run from Massey.
5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And for the first time in his career, Abia Murray is in the game for NIU, and he starts with a throw to Fogg.
Grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3.
There's the Heisman watch at the start of the season here. Boenzi is a player we're familiar with, had about 300 yards against us, 400 yards, sorry, against us in the playoff last year as Tennessee knocked us out and almost an interception.
Knocked away by the D.
How about the coverage by the defender on that throw? It was as if he knew where the ball was going to go. He practically ran the route for the wide receiver before swatting it away.
Busby getting the catch. 3rd down and 5.
Quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just keeps slinging it. Escapes the pressure to his right.
Abia Murray not known for his legs. 4th and inches, and we're going to punt it.
About a yard short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today.
Okay, I think we got to fix punting.
Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The RPO, it's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Miners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab and room to run. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession.
They got backups in the game right now, too.
Wants to throw it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Intercepted by Best. That's the 2nd turnover of this game for UTEP.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a
Back to throw here, looking. Nobody open. He finally throws it. It's caught by Fogg. What a nice grab.
Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Lonnie
That's a
Armani Hoppus.
really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down.
Mary
Pocket breaking down.
trying to deliver it deep. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to pass. Good timing on the quick out.
Lonnie Fogg.
They've got it
Lonnie
inside
Fogg.
the 40
Gosh, why do I keep calling these guys
as they pick
Lonnie?
up the first down. And the Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw
Murray
a first down.
pressured and sacked.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. Now on the counter. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot.
Oh, and it's no good. Not what Donahue was looking for. He's one of the best kickers in the nation. It's 38-7. UTEP takes over at the 40. There's the handoff up the middle, and it's stopped up. Second down and 6.
They feed him again.
There's another handoff and a good run. Trying to outrun Barbosa, and he does, and that's a touchdown UTEP. Ben Vargas.
This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season.
Fielded by LaRoque, who's up the sideline and out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Keep getting better at him, so use this as practice.
Here is the offense for NIU, just cruising to victory here in the second half. Second down and 9.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
LaRoque, nice run. First down.
Just outside the red zone, he moves the chains. It's at the 22. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first.
LaRoque busts it, and he gets his first touchdown of the season.
They score yet another.
Zach LaRoque.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure.
45-14.
This says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong.
Taken down at the 9-yard line.
One right down, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We want to try to force a turnover. That's what we're doing right now.
That's their first.
Because if we can steal turnovers and we got to get 17 to meet an expectation, that's what I'm going to try to do all season long.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their finding some room. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark
I just want them to throw the ball.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout.
Continuing with the run game.
Powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Here we go, ready. Black 14, Black 14.
And they're not going to snap it. 45-14, 2 turnovers, still fine.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out fine.
Dominate in the first half, cruise control in the second. We actually moved up a couple of spots in the rankings. We only have 5 points to give. We don't have to schedule a visit yet. Here's the biggest games this week, Boise and Miami. Look at Miami's schedule to start this season off, as they did lose last week. And Nebraska, Texas Tech, Iowa, Iowa State, Georgia, Oklahoma State, Utah, LSU, SMU, and company. And Tennessee's able to survive Duke in a big game here early in the season. We'll see how these two teams fare throughout the rest. Wyoming. It's coming into town. It's going to be 74 degrees and sunny. Sean Bass, 6 catches, 81 yards, and 2 touchdowns last week. Corin Vaughns is a player we got to watch for. 38 points in their first game. They won 38-14. Don't know who they played. Don't really care. We're going to whoop up on them. And then we're going to call it a day. Or at least a stream. It's middle of the day, so we don't need to go with that. We're red. Let's beat Wyoming for a second consecutive year after starting out 0-6 against these guys in this dynasty.
Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. The Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go.
We are underway here from DeKalb. Look at all that red, sea of red here. Burnett, it's out to the 21. Here comes the offense. Jonathan Brink out there on the field to start this game. Ended up letting Evan Murray take most of the reps in the second half, and we're going to start with the pass game. Back to throw. Sitting is going to be Alani Fogg. There is a flag. And it's going to be pass interference on the offense, I believe. Or holding, and it's a freshman center, Callaway.
Well, they did on that one.
So it'll be first and 20 now.
After that holding call.
Brink to the air, dumps it off to Massey, loses one. Injury on the defensive side of the ball here.
Nothing doing there. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player.
Second down and 21. The penalty might have just killed an opening drive here. Brink showing a burst, getting close to the first down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short.
Third down, going to the air here. He's going to throw it. It's Hoppus who catches it wide open. It's a first down.
Explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again.
Bass with a tough grab, gain of 5.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside.
Massey, first down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now
nobody open. Oh, never mind. We had a man open. I just saw it way too late. He was wide open, actually.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it. So they.
It's a one-on-one ball. Busby cannot come down with it. They're down.
What a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn.
What a grab by Hoppus. It's a first down.
Contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw again.
Going to the air here, looking. Busby caught. Touchdown, NIU.
Touchdown, Husky.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays.
7-0.
He didn't even need that.
Right down the field.
9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
Ripped down at the 10-yard line. Great coverage there. And here comes the Wyoming offense.
The Cowboys offense takes the field.
Bobby Lockett, the running back we got to watch for here. Number 0 on this Wyoming offense. The senior waited his turn. Here comes first down for Lockett. Nowhere to go.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
This is Garrison, Jalen Garrison, the transfer senior linebacker who is looking to make an early impact for this team. They're going to go quickly to the draw, and it's Lockett again, taken down, third down.
Out to the 17. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down.
Man in motion is Lockett, bringing him into the backfield, and they're going to throw it in, incomplete. Fourth down.
Put it on his body. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Let's see what he can do with it.
Burnett, the speedy true freshman who had a punt return touchdown last week. First down. Huskies with the rock. Busby, incredible grab, got hit as that ball arrives.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down.
Quickly underneath, it's Bass, and Sean Bass is going to pick up a good run gain. Second down and 8, going quickly. Before Wyoming is set, we're giving it to Massey, first down.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The option, he'll keep it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense.
Second down and 13 after that TFL.
They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football.
Rice out of the backfield. It's 3rd and inches.
All taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense.
Timeout, Wyoming.
Huge negative play.
The Cowboys will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Third down, keeping it on the ground, and Rice will finish it.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Husky.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Donahue sends it deep, and this will be a touchback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive.
Nowhere to go, on the ground. Garrison involved in that play yet again.
2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. There he goes.
There's the first down for Wyoming today.
As they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Out of the backfield, and Lockett's able to pick up 7.
Gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Broken up, incomplete. Mill again makes the play.
That's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and
3.
short from the 45.
They go to the ground with Lockett. That's exactly what they do, and they're not going to get it. 4th down and 2. They're going to go for it.
And the Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
Caught. Milligan misses the tackle, and that's going to be a touchdown. Wyoming. Buck takes it all the way.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive.
14-7.
You go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive.
Massey kick return down to the 25-yard line.
Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll, and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them
Busby in motion.
come out, execute. Nice job getting on
Swinging it, Busby, only 2 yards.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming.
Rice getting a 1st down, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. 14-7, Wyoming with the explosive touchdown on 4th down to keep themselves in this game.
They've got a 1st down here to open the period. This time he wants to throw.
Here's Burnett trying to get him out into space. He's not going to get much.
Highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see
2nd and 5.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Here's the handoff. Massey will only pick up a couple.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game.
Busby gets the 1st.
Falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do.
Trying to spread out the defense. Throwing it back out to Burnett, and it's a face mask.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Messi. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15
Second and
times a game.
6.
Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs,
And Bigums drops it.
They turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Third and long.
3rd and 6.
27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat.
I tried to throw it away. Instead, this is going to be a 58-yard field goal.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them.
Bang. Right through.
A 58-yard field goal.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job.
Taken down at the 15-yard line.
The return man. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
Fakes the handoff, quick throw, it's caught. First down, Buck is gone. Not going to catch him. Touchdown, Wyoming. 2 explosive touchdowns to Buck. Ends up putting Wyoming straight into this game at 17-14.
After the catch, phenomenal job in the open field, uses the speed. It's a long
Don't play man
touchdown.
coverage.
Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can
That's who
find
call
and
fair
make
catch.
all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
2nd and 10.
Now on 2nd and long.
Here's LaRoque. And LaRoque pounding forward, first down.
48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Rice is going to check in the game at running back here, and Rice will get a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Trying to get him involved in the short stuff. Jeremiah Donahue, the kicker. We're in his range, but we're thinking first down here.
Makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Pass has got it and quickly secures it and goes down, first down.
And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Oh no.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
Probably the wrong decision to try to throw a low ball or squeeze that in there. 2nd interception. The first one last week was not his fault. Oh gosh, I don't want to play man. Okay, well, we're on him, but we're not down the field, and it's a first down. Kevin Carrera is dicing us up right now.
The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Makes the catch. It's Preston.
Juking to the outside, and Wyoming's got a first down into field goal range.
Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Bubble again, and good blocking. It's another first down. 2-minute timeout. Wyoming's giving us a game here.
2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down.
It's another screen, and Banks misses the tackle. Cutting back inside is Isaiah Buck. Finally gets a catch where he doesn't score, but he almost did.
Remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Going to the ground here, and it's a first. No, just short.
Hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
And a false start.
The crowd forces a false start.
To unlock it.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it.
Underneath, caught, timeout.
He stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And they want to go for the lead right here.
Timeout, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Here's the handoff, and he does not get it. Defense holds.
And man, when I was in school, man, you didn't really work on 4th down. Like 3rd down was a big priority. Nowadays, so many people going for it. This is the 2nd time they've gone for it already. First time they were successful, but defense prepared, ready to rock and roll. They make the play, and they get the turnover.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Northern Illinois will line up to punt. It's a fake. He wants to throw. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Nobody in this stadium was expecting fake punt there. 4th and inches, you thought you'd just leave the offense out, maybe you quarterback sneak and see if you can get it, but the fake punt works perfectly. Obviously, they didn't have far to go, but it made it interesting. But they pick up the first, and the drive stays alive.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball.
14-17, trying to do something late in that half.
Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
They're giving us a game.
Much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the UCF
Pretty
Knights.
irrelevant game to me. Okay. Why do they keep showing me Old Dominion? So we're going to start on defense.
Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive.
An explosive play machine is this Wyoming Cowboy team. Early going. they're going to hand it off, and it's not going to get
They
much.
can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offense.
There's a throw underneath. Redmond's going to make the tackle, third down.
I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep.
Broken up by Javier Barbosa.
They weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards.
Burnett, handful on the return.
2-yard line. Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Dances away. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
2nd down run, and it's LaRoque.
Target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing,
Why is Treadwell the one taking the snap?
Get conservative. That's 2 runs back to back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Nobody falling for the tomfoolery, the chicanery, and it'll be 4th down.
Ooh, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
And they don't get it. Doug Burnett trying to get him into space.
They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Outside, it's incomplete. Led him too far out of bounds.
Sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire.
Underneath, caught, stiff arm, and it's a 1st down. Into field goal range goes Wyoming.
Down at the 38, it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Lockett. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. Got 6 on
2nd down, this defense has been struggling. The offense hasn't been able to finish drives either lately, and we got ourselves locked in a ball game here against Wyoming. Into the red zone they go.
They pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Lockett.
Lockett up the middle, it's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 10. They might be able to barely get a 1st down. They can. Handoff, and Wyoming takes the lead on the number 16 team in the country.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense.
21-17 now, Wyoming with the lead in their Mountain West opener. I think it is, at least. I don't think they played in conference. They had the number 2 portal class. These were the top 2 portal classes, and Wyoming kind of loaded up. It's been a problem for us historically. We got over that hump last year, but to be quite frank, that was not the best Wyoming team last year. Throws it, it's Fogg with the grab, 1st down.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Going quick here.
Really nice timing
Taking the snap.
Accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a
incomplete pressure.
In-breaking route. It's coming from his left. He's got to fit that football.
Ezekiel Boyko getting in the backfield, and here comes second down and 10. Going back to the ground game, and LaRoque cannot get much.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get
these
those
fans in the stands have to be a little bit nervous right now.
When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide open is LaRoque. This is an easy first down. Dump off. Oh, sorry.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands.
Pappas with a block and a first down in the red zone.
Offense coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together.
Busby comes in motion.
But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go captain.
Fogg grabs it, first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just spectacular execution there. Northern Illinois will line up with a first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking.
Fake the toss, back to throw. He's going to loft it. Smith, oh, he drops it. Wide open.
Let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Third and goal.
Pick up a first down. Wide receiver comes in motion.
In motion is Busby.
Looking to throw on third and goal.
Bass has got it. That's a touchdown.
Fit it in the window for the score.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football.
24-21.
3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he tags on the extra point. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the
Just
returner goes
destroyed
down.
right there at the 11-yard line.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
Out of bounds, incomplete.
Gave him just a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
They're going to go back to the ground game here. They will on a draw and a nice run to set up a third and medium.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the
third down
to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in.
Underneath, caught, first down. Getting down to the 34-yard line, and Wyoming continues to answer.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good.
Here's a handoff and a good run.
And that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keep it on the ground.
RPO and taken down in the backfield. It's Garrison. 21-24, Wyoming sticking around in this one.
You better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down.
Here comes third down.
They'll try to get it through the air. Hit as he throws.
Caught! Unbelievable play.
Was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They've we've got a first down here. We want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Garrison will hit him, drop him at the 34-yard line.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Right back to the well.
Beating up a block, and Barbosa gets the tackle, but not until he gets a first down. And Carrera, the quarterback, took a hit on that play, and he is out of the game, so here comes the backup.
Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Wide open. Webster catches him. First down into the red zone. Kevin Jameson steps in and makes the play. No. Lockett will get half of it to the first down and all the way down to the 7.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to impose their will with the run.
Barbosa misses the tackle, and that's a touchdown. Lockett.
The advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Cowboys fall back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense
7.5 minutes left to play. And Wyoming is threatening to beat the number 16 team and the favorites in the Mountain West here. There's a return by Burnett out to the 25-yard line.
Brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. To the air on first down. Things
Oh no!
the way they planned, but maybe
Glad I adjusted that throw mid-throw.
So far and avoid the upset. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
This play action.
Fires to the wideout.
Foggin. Oh my gosh! Almost caught off of the deflection.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could.
There's a big third down for Jonathan Brink in this offense.
Get the football back.
Will they be able to pick it up here? Hoppus will drop it. I didn't think it was about to pop up. It popped up late for me. But he's going to have to punt it. Lane is going to get the tackle. He had a pick 6 last week. And something missing from this defense today is the turnovers forced. They have not been able to do it in this game. Now would be a good time for at least a stop. They haven't been able to stop Wyoming here in this second half. There's a good carry. He's on fire right now. Bobby Lockett grinding away here in this game.
My mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working.
It's a keeper.
Back to doing what you're good at.
First down.
And get it to the 47-yard line.
Carrera.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10?
Best makes the hit, but Preston breaks the tackle. It's 2nd and 5.
Still only a modest gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Got to be ready to help out in pass coverage, and it's a ground attack, and this time we get the stop. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6.
How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete, just thrown low. And the defense holds Wyoming to a punt at the 49-yard line of NIU. With 4:40 left to go, here comes this offense, having to drive 82 yards, get the go-ahead touchdown.
Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game.
We're going to start through the air here. Wide open, deep. Bass caught in stride. First down out to the 26.
All the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the
4 minutes.
1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires on the move.
Bass with the grab. It's a first down and goal. 300 yards for Jonathan Brink.
First and goal from the 8.
4 downs to take the lead.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Northern Illinois right back to the line. They'll move the wide receiver.
Busby shifts out.
They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Touchdown, Sean Bass.
Northern Illinois. They've got the lead.
321 and 3 touchdowns for Brink. This passing offense is what we lean on with an average running back room.
He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they
3:18 to go, and NIU takes the field goal lead.
That's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage. So he's
To the 17-yard line.
Just let him pick you apart.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last.
Here comes first down. They're going to go to the air, and underneath it's caught, and second down and 4.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle.
It's
You can tell
Lockett.
they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
So what do they have for third and short from their own
Third
23?
down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be holding
There is a flag on the play.
on Bess.
You can grab, but you
Bruce
can't
Bass
hold
gives
on.
them the free first down,
Penalty will
and
give this offense a first down.
here we go with Wyoming. 2:32 left. They need a field goal to send this to overtime.
Off the play fake.
Here's the play action. He's got a man wide open, and Bruce Bass cannot track him down. Can Javier Barbosa? He does at the 11.
A huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just
Timeout,
in the 10 of the
NIU.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Cowboys will have it first and 10. Pulls and fires complete.
Gets the tackle for a loss. It's Garrison.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
2-minute timeout.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air.
Underneath, caught.
That throw
Third and
catch
5.
gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid.
Here's the handoff and a timeout for NIU. Here comes the field goal to tie things up.
Defense was ready. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their
The
second.
kick is up, and it's right through. 31-31.
And
A minute 26
we are
left.
tied, and we have set the stage for quite a finish.
LaRoque will
This
call the
kid
fair
has
catch.
Ice water in his veins. Fourth quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time
I actually
to work with.
don't think this is man coverage, so let's just go back to it and see if we can get Burnett into space.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball.
Oh,
beyond the
block
sticks,
better,
using
block
the sidelines
better.
to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Not much time left, but the offense has a shot to end this one in regulation. Wants to pass.
Going to the air, waiting for somebody to open up. We're going to throw it in a contested situation. It's third down.
Just not what it needed to be on that play. It'll be third and long.
42 seconds left. Brink is going aggressive here. He's got a man. It's Fogg. First down into Wyoming territory with a timeout left. They're going to go quick here.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the change and wind the clock.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back.
Incomplete, misses LaRoque out of the backfield.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Back to pass on second down. Under fire.
20 seconds left. Throws it away.
As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry.
Caught. Fogg. Fogg. Inside the Wyoming 30.
From the gun,
Spot the ball.
and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Timeout NIU with 4 seconds left. And here's the biggest moment for Donahue to walk this one off. Wyoming has made this dramatic, but this to win. The kick is good as time expires. Walk it off for Donahue. And just a serious facial expression for NIU. No big celebration here. It's all business. We're not happy with our performance today.
That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here?
Boy, we got a lot to work on here with this team, though. A lot to hope for. As we get a road game against BYU coming up. And that'll do it for this stream.